Something stinks in the state of EU. A big scandal is breaking out. New Belgian police raid on the European Parliament. Can you believe that? Will it become a domino that will be a trigger for the absolute defixation of Western politics? A new raid is being carried out by Belgian police at the offices of the European Parliament in Brussels, Belgium, for further investigation in the context of Qatargate, according to Politico. On Friday we reported, of course this is ongoing now, the funds given by Qatar, bags of money to various members of the European Parliament. What was that for? In a statement, the Belgian Public Prosecutor's Office announced that the investigation, which has been ongoing for more than 4 months, for corruption, money laundering, and participation in a criminal organization, continues. Can you imagine? These people, criminal organizations, money laundering, corruption, and what else? Now, already on Friday, with the support of the security services of the European Parliament, they have frozen the information data of 10 parliamentary staffs in order for that information not to disappear. Politico, in its publication, also claims that the Vice President of the European Commission, Margaritis Skinas, who is Greek obviously by the name, is controlled by the authorities. Mr. Skinas had attended the World Cup opening ceremony in Qatar on behalf of the Commission and had been criticized by ministers of European Parliament for his tweets about Qatar in recent months. In a recent tweet, he praised Qatar for, quote, significant and tangible progress on labor reforms, end quote, calling for those reforms to be maintained. As Politico reports, the Greek Vice President was instrumental in the European Commission's decision to recommend lifting visa requirements for Qatar and Kuwait in April, which would eliminate visas for Qataris traveling to the European Union for up to 90 days in any 180-day period, whether for business, tourism, or family reasons. What Politico editor-in-chief Nicolas Vinocourt writes, quote, who's next? As the dust settles, several ministers of European Parliament said they expected further revelations. The Belgian police investigation is ongoing, and according to the Belgian newspaper L'Echo, the police are paying close attention to the activities of the DROI, the Parliament's Subcommittee on Human Rights. Skinas tweets, more broadly, officials who have repeatedly touted Qatar's labor reforms, such as Commission Vice Chair Margarita Skinas, are set to face public scrutiny. This particular Greek politician, in the wake of the alleged arrest of Eva Kaili, another Greek politician, has gathered fire from other residents of Brussels. One of them is the head of the Eurogroup of the left, Manon Aubry, who wrote in her tweet, quote, it would also be useful to examine the ties between Qatar and all members of the European institutions. For example, the Greek right-wing European Commissioner Margaritis Skinas has also multiplied appointments and praises for the emirate. Zeitung, just the tip of the iceberg, they say. Deposed Vice President Eva Kaili may now be the diplomat of Qatar, but it was German politicians from the Christian Union CDU-CSU who took luxury trips to Baku after Azerbaijan joined the Council of Europe. As of this year, Azerbaijan is considered a reliable supplier of natural gas to the EU, comments Berlin's Tag Zeitung, for which the corruption scandal probably has much wider ramifications. As the columnist of the newspaper notes, the 5 arrests and the removal of one of the 14 vice presidents of the European Parliament seem to be only the tip of an iceberg that does not distinguish between left and right, nor Northern or Southern Europe. Ursula von der Leyen, the EU Commissioner, should not sleep easy either as prosecutors investigated Pfizer's vaccine deal case. There are irregularities in the supply of coronavirus vaccines. Von der Leyen's SMS with the so-called Big Pharma is said to be untraceable, writes the editor, for whom the only way to ensure more transparency in decision-making and lobbying appears to be the only way forward. It should be mandatory to publish meetings between ministers of parliament and interest representatives in the lobby register, and third countries should be included in this list, suggests Taz, in conjunction with the cap of Minister of a European Parliament additional earnings, warning that in a different case, European democracy will be further weakened, vulnerable to corruption, and future power games will be won by populists like the Hungarian Prime Minister. And this is from a Greek article I've translated for you. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.